1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights. And it's pedal to the metal, and we are racing here in Japan. Great start from Jack as he covers off the Aston Martin. Can't really see what's going on right now though, but it's a brilliant start as James is trying to battle it out with Johnny Stokes and Alex. Alex gets the place on James straight away up into third on those hard tyres. A great start for him. Are we going to see any incidents here in the race? So far, everyone didn't really clean through the yeses. It could be the chance where you lose some wing. I'm going to put the MFD on so we can see the tyre damage and all that kind of stuff on there. Moreland already up to 12th. What a start from the Red Bull. From 16th to 12th in a matter of corners. El Stefano and Alidifa going side by side to 130R. Who's going to come off better off? Also Ferrari and a McLaren behind. El Stefano gets the place done. And Chubb also gets through as well. Moreland sees his opportunity to see his teammate go past Alidifa, goes, I'll have a bit of that, and I am taking that place back. I would expect to see a little bit of a change around in a minute. And he's in the pit, it's wing damage, that's why Alidifa was struggling. But change of third place as James Al gets that back from Alex on those medium tyres. It'll be a lot faster. I thought Alex hit the rear end of him then, but he's okay for the time being as James has lost the back of Johnny. Moreland and El Stefano have a little change around there. That's probably tactical. As Moreland now approaching the back of Ares into the Casio triangle. Round the outside, the inside for the next corner. It's a brilliant overtake there. Johnny Stokes gets the fast lap of the race, 131.1. And Moreland is up into 8th. Here we go now. Move from Chubb as he gets past Ares. Brilliant move. Also see the same as El Stefano defends as all he can against Womax. And it's a great defensive work. He will maintain 11th for the time being, but he has got 2 cars right behind him. But at the moment, he's not doing so well at the moment as it stands. And they've both gone really wide. That could be what Johnny needs, but they both made the same mistake. Down this straight, he's a lot closer than he was on the last lap. DRS open. Look at the speed he picks up down the inside. They go side by side into turn 1. Johnny has to just give that up. And Jack retakes the lead of this race yet again. He is going side by side with Moreland though as they go on the approach to Spoon. Cherry will have the inside line here though. How will this pan out for them? It's contact and it's pushed Moreland off track and he's going to be off and he's out. Huge contact there between Cherry and Moreland and he's out of the race and that has caused the first safety car of tonight. That was probably a bit of a poor awareness there from Cherry. Looks like he just pushed Moreland enough at high speed to send him off track. And Johnny Stokes is making the most of this safety car and pitting early. Alex, we're used to this. Cherry, not so much. Up into third. Uncharted territory for Cherry in the AlphaTauri. As Johnny's trying to get alongside best he can. As Jack's gone. Full throttle now. Johnny's trying to get the best that he can. A 5-place penalty. 5-second penalty for Speedy. For collection with Avi, as already Johnny Stokes is dispatched. There's a bit of a push there as well from, that was James Al, what it was. James Al pushing Johnny Stokes, a bit of bump draft, bit of shake and bake baby down that back straight and gets past Cherry also. Cherry down 2 paces already from that start. Oh, it's wide there from Alex. He's gone way off track and Johnny in 1 lap has caught up Jack. That's exactly what he needed to do. Here we go, Johnny making the move. Jack has to give him the car's width. They're going to go side by side, the 130R. I can't see what's going on. Still side by side. I think Johnny has to yield that one. But he's forcing Jack to places he don't really want to be. DRS will be open next lap. Overtake being used again. Can he get past before the overtake is enabled? Sorry, DRS is enabled. Jack defends as much as he can, forcing Johnny offline. And has to yield that one. Tries to cut back, but Johnny has that covered over. Brilliant defence there from Johnny Stokes. And even James Al having a little look down the outside of that Ferrari. He will have DRS to make this overtake easier down the pit straight. Overtake just being used a little bit there just to get in position. There's not much Jack can do. He's going to have to watch this happen. And it's a great overtake there from Williams. Can Jack cut it back? No, he can't. He's just got to let that one go. And Jack is weaving all over the place trying to find a gap. He has got DRS now. Jack needs a safety car. Jack's just had a safety car and he hasn't pitted. Here we go. James out overtaken and Jack takes second place back. He needs to stay in contention of Johnny and pray that his tyres fall off near the end of this race. Lets off a little bit there at 130 yards. Doesn't want to give Jack the DRS. Has a little look. Size better of it again. Jack rear end happy there. But DRS will be enabled for James to make a simple move. Can Avi follow through as well? And can Jack lose 2 places at once? Jack is pushing all he can. And here we go. James again. And he'll double DRS for Avi as he looks up the inside of the Ferrari. Contact between the two. Forces Jack wide. And Jack is down into 4th. I'm sure the stewards will be looking at that after this race. But for the time being, Avi takes that remainder. Remaining podium place, and he is in 3rd. DRS enabled here for... Oh no, he's not. He's gone into the pits. Jack's gone into the pits. He's had enough of these hard tyres. Lap 15. And he's going to put on a set of mediums. Biggest gainer at the moment is Frenzy, up 8 places. Biggest loser currently is Jack, and he's just overtaken Cherry. Sorry, has overtaken Rob, as he's now approaching El Stefano, going side by side through the hairpin. El Stefano's not going to bother fighting that one. And Jack up into 8th place. He has got DRS though. Alex is into the pits from 4th place. Where will he come out? We'll wait and see. Wimax makes the overtake. A bit of lag there from Aladifa, but luckily it doesn't affect the cars. Jack also getting past Alex in the pits. He's now up into 7th place. Alex comes out. Probably will be behind... Oh, yeah, he'd be coming out here in 11th place. Yellow flags are waving. GT retired from the track, and it's a full safety car. This is not what was needed for Jack at all. Or with Avi. I don't think it will be, though, because he's coming up to the 130R now. James is about to restart this race. I mean, it could be perfect. It could be the most perfect restart. I don't think it's going to be. Like I say, it'll be a bit short. Save the, James has gone. He hasn't really caught out anyone, but Womax getting overtaken instantly by Jack on those fresh softs. Oh, will he? Yes, he would. Will he? No. Is he? Oh, what happened there? Of restarts, obviously, with that safety car. And the AI, sorry, pitting him. Well, mistake there from Frenzy, and Jack is already up into 4th place and chasing down Avi. So here we go. What can he catch Johnny in the remaining laps? Rob battling out with Cherry as they go around Spoon. A bit wide there. Cherry defends it beautifully. Very, very close behind Avi now. Again, no overtake for the time being, but he won't need it. Josh's overtake to get past. Avi has to sit behind and try and get Jack back on the next lap if he can stay within DRS of him, obviously. This is crucial now for Johnny's battle. He needs to get past James Al, and he think he will do quite happily. Jack's is fast up in the race, 129.6, and he's right behind his fight without DRS. He wants these two to battle out as much as possible. As Jack all over the back of James. There's a bit of a mistake from James. There was one there. Tail goes way out there. Gap, but it was a mistake from James. Look at the gap between him and Johnny, 2.2 seconds. As Jack overtake being used. James is not going to defend it with overtake at the moment. Lets Jack through. Penalty there for Speedy. 3 seconds for exceeding the track limits. Multiple occasions. 2 laps to go. Jack has 2 laps to catch Johnny. Johnny just needs to have a clean final 2 sectors as he approaches the hairpin. Jack is in his mirrors and he will be catching very, very quickly. Johnny will be aware of that. He'll see the gap decreasing massively. We also have El Stefano trying to chase down Chubb, who is out of ERS. Although they both are, to be honest. It'll be a close battle between these two for the last remaining points. Jack is losing touch again to Johnny. Johnny has that sector mastered. And he's got a gap of 1.7 seconds. Provided nothing happens in the final 3 corners. Yellow flags are waving. I'm not too sure what that's for. Johnny's out of fuel. Johnny's out of fuel. What's going on? Jack is going to take the race win. What has happened there? Jack takes the race win away from Johnny at the last. James comes in second. Can Johnny hold third? He can. A big crash at the end there. Avi goes fifth. Avi goes fourth. Frenzy in fifth. Alex comes in sixth. Seventh was Wumax. Cherry was eighth. Chubb comes in ninth. El Stefano 10th for the last point. And then finally, Erez and Ali Difa across the line. Johnny's run out of fuel. We go for the final time of the night. We'll read these standings out. Jack is your race winner somehow, unbelievably. Is your race winner. James Al comes in second. So Johnny Stokes loses at so much time that James Al's penalty doesn't even come a cropper. Doesn't even hinder him. James Al comes in second. Johnny in third place, unbelievably. Avi comes in fourth. Frenzy in fifth. Alex in sixth. Wumax in seventh. Cherry in eighth. Chubb in ninth. 10th place El Stefano. Erez in 11th. Aladifa in 12th with some questionable pit stops at the end. I think that was the AI taking over. Speedy retired in the pits along with Rob got disqualified somehow. I'll have to look at that in a minute. GGC and Moylan both had retirements.